Hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wonderkin Show. Today's second topic: can 30 NBA players actually play in the NFL? And could 30 NFL players play in the NBA? Look! Austin Rivers went on the Pat McAfee show. And they were kind of clowning and whatever else like that. And Pat McAfee, you know, he clowns a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's going to jest. And he goes, you know, your sport's kind of soft as poop. And, you know, calls out some things. And Austin Rivers defends his sport to the T and says literally, verbatim, I can take 30 NBA players right now, put them in the NFL, and they're stars. You can't take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA and they be stars. You can't even take 30 and they would even make the team. And it struck a chord in the sporting community because, you know, football players ain't playing that. Well, basketball players, hey, they came out in full front also. I think only one basketball player said nah. I think that was Charles Barkley. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio of a part of it, and then we're going to break it down, all right? So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Hero, he wasn't calling him a bitch. He was just saying that he
You know,
had a little fragile and then nobody works harder and he changed the way he works out. He went on to compliment him, but if you just take clips that he's fragile, it's like, oh, he's calling him a bitch.
I'm trying to watch out for the bad language because Pat McAfee don't care about it.
You want to be called as an athlete no matter how soft your sport is. You know, like basketball, you know, and I'm a punter. So
you're slowly coming our way, though. I can already see it. You're getting more into it. Look at you. You're talking about the Cavs today. You're stretching out. We got to get you outside of that football lane, man. Where the guaranteed contracts are, where the best athletes in the world are. That's us. I can take 30 players right now in the NBA and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA.
Let's all relax.
It's because you get a break every play. All you gotta do is catch the ball and run north or south.
Listen, our sport's better. Our sport's better because we would just create a position for one of you 5'2", 40 running 6'10" guys and just put them, you know, can't get hit much, fragile, all right, a little thin, very tall. We would just create a position because we got big brains in our sport.
Listen.
That's what we would do.
There's a reason why hip-hop artists, when they rap, they compare themselves to ballers. They're not talking about footballers, they're talking about basketball players.
That's because they're not tough.
That's because they're not tough. And I'm a punter.
There's a reason why all the girls that we get done with them, the NFL players usually like end up like dating them later.
Yo, they're getting personal, bro.
That's because you guys are getting worked over there. Yeah, you guys get worked over there a little bit, I think, from what I've learned from watching outside. But hey, to be clear, the NBA is the stars. You know, we got face masks on. You guys are handsome. You know, right in front of everybody. 82 games, so it's a to-do. You guys provide. Hey, listen, NBA is a fantastic. Let's not get crazy though. About 30 guys could go in there.
I mean,
who's coming up? Anthony Edwards.
we got 5 max.
We got Anthony Edwards coming over.
Jimmy Butler. Russ.
Oh, you guys are drunk early in the morning.
Russell Westbrook.
Zion at left tackle.
Zion would be fantastic,
Yeah.
but then he would just be he'd just be a football player, which he has been maybe this entire time.
Pretty much.
True.
I put Josh Hart in tight end, man. Go run around and fuck shit up.
Oh, God. The language is horrible. But you get the point. So I'm going to break this down, right? And sorry for the language because, as you know, on here, we don't swear and stuff like that. But other platforms, they don't care. But here's the thing. I don't think, for the most part, either sport could transition. They couldn't switch. But the athleticism from the NBA would translate better in the NFL than the NFL to the NBA. And that's fact. You can't even kind of argue that. You're talking about dudes that can run 4.4s, 4.3s, but they're 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and they have 40, 42, 43-inch verticals on top of it. The thing with NBA players, and I'm going to make sure y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say this, they cannot take a hit. If most NBA, I was watching somebody say this. They said the drill that created more NBA players than any other injury, workout, scouting report, anything was the Oklahoma drill. And mind you, I was a former basketball player. My brother was a football player. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not soft at all. Anybody knows me will tell you I ain't soft. But listen, when you're playing football, it's not a contact sport. It's a collision sport. I tell people all the time, it's like being in multiple car accidents in a day. And not only that, you have to get up and do and perform week in and week out. That's the reason why the you know what I'm saying, there can't be 30 NFL games, bro. They would die. Like, yo, like you would just have stretchers at every game. The guys are like, this might be the last time I see you, Mom. Pray for me. You know what I'm saying? But I think it doesn't do either sport its proper due to just say that this could switch over, that could switch over. The perfect similarity I could put is boxing and UFC, right? UFC is like, oh, we're so tough, we're so this, we're so that, right? You take a UFC fighter and put him in a boxing ring, they're getting knocked out. Hey, you see what happened to the hardest puncher in UFC history, one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time, and he got knocked out in like the first round. Jake Paul is knocking dudes out left and right, and he just started boxing relatively, you know what I'm saying, in the past like 5 years. You got dudes who've been training from boxing from the time that they were 5, 6 years old. Their muscle memory is ridiculous. You understand where I'm coming from? They would absolutely kill you. Now, take them out. Take a boxer, put him in the UFC. Your legs and your face is crushed. You can't, like, you have to have a respect, understanding of every sport. You just can't switch the sports. Michael Jordan is the greatest athlete, probably, or one of the top 5 greatest athletes, because you have to put Bo Jackson in there, Deion Sanders in there, but top 5 greatest athletes to ever live. And just look how the transition was from Michael Jordan to baseball. It was not seamless. It was not pretty. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's what I'm trying to tell people. You got to respect the sports. You can't just be great. I remember when there was a time when Tracy McGrady went and who was pitching to him? I forgot his name. Roger Clemens was pitching to him, and Roger Clemens goes, "Whee!" and you see Tracy go, "Oh, whoa, that was coming. Oh my God." And Roger's looking at him like, "I'm just getting warmed up, bro. I'm just getting warmed up." And then Roger's like, "That's 80-something miles per hour. Then you put an extra mushroom to get it to 100, and he's like, "Whoa." You got it coming from? You just have to have respect for other people's sports and profession. You just can't jump into another sport. Now, for the people that have played 2 sports, more power to you. The Bo Jacksons, the Deion Sanders, and them, absolutely monsters as athletes. And you're talking about top 3 greatest athletes to ever live. You know what I'm saying? They're in the 1% of the 1%ers, 1%ers. You understand where I'm coming from? So they're abnormalities. They're anomalies. You know what I'm saying? In the Matrix. You just can't say it. So I get, like, you want to rep your sport, but no. Now, athletically speaking, I could say there is more than 30 guys athletically that would dominate in the NFL. Listen, if you took LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Edwards, Zion, any of the big leapers, and put them out there, you're going to have absolute, like, it's going to be pandemonium. Just look at what Calvin Johnson did to the league. But then there's a catch to that. Can they take the hit that Calvin Johnson took? And you're going to look at them and go just like this. Oh. No, because one hit, they're going to be like, nah, that's why I play basketball. And let's not joke around about this. Basketball has become even softer. Like, we're not talking about the 80s and 90s, where this is a new form of basketball. Like, this is European basketball. This is, and I say European basketball because it's soft. Like, it's soccer's version of basketball. The people are flopping. This is a foul. Foul. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's just a whole different match, and I don't think neither could actually just walk. And there might be 1 or 2 that would be successful, maybe could take a hit on basketball side. Same thing with football. But most of the time, no. Come on now. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. People out here talking reckless. You know what I'm saying? You got to put respect on both sports. Neither 30 people can come out on either sport and play. I respect, you know what I'm saying, the athletes from NBA. I think you got to be quick. You got to be balanced. You got to have hand-eye coordination out the wazoo. And you have to be tall. And you have to be able to have a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, wiggle on top of having that size. On the NFL side, you got to be compact, be able to take a hit, fast, shifty, stop on a dime, or absolutely beastly strong. You understand where I'm coming from? So like I said before, it is kind of what it is. Different sports, tomato, or not tomato, you're comparing apples to oranges. It just won't work. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys think? Do you think 30 NFL players could join the NFL and 30 NBA players could join the NFL, or NFL players could join the NBA? Let me know what you think down in the comments, because I don't think neither would work. Because you would still, as athletic as you are, you have to be able to take a hit. And if you look at some of the hits that like Calvin Johnson and them have taken, they'll tell you his finger is like this. Like his finger goes like this. It makes an L. This finger makes an L for Calvin Johnson. Like, come on now, bro. The NBA players like, no bueno. You know what I'm saying? But as always, that's the episode of the Wonderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you haven't done so already, check out the Wonderkind Show's Patreon. Yes. 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. The name of it is The Wonderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is the Wonderkind Show. This is your host, Dr. signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. What? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.